Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Gaming Gryphon. This is our Blockception FTB series, and as you can see, there are bees. Well, I've actually let a lot of them, sort of die out. You may notice there's a lot of bees. There's a lot of drones running around. That's because I've been doing this a lot. Mostly because I didn't want to do any piping without you folks present, and I wanted a lot of drones to work with. So we'll kill some time while I give you an update. So what I've been doing has... bees. I've been focusing very, very, very exclusively on bees. I've done a little bit of other work around the area, but, that was I just did the initial greening of that one farm. So, that, not a huge deal. I think it looks a lot nicer, but not the end of the world. So, I also went and visited, hang on, we'll get to that in just a second, but we're gonna let these guys run through one more cycle before I, nope, get back here, oh, crap. Yeah, I also went looking for bees, she should be, yeah, okay. I went and got a whole lot, essentially what I did was I just went around, and I did a lot of it at night, and that's one of the reasons I probably got so many of, the wintry ones. They show up extremely well at night. Oh, and for those of you who have not done bees at all, when you see these little fronds near a hive, that's a warning. Oh, snap. These are tropical princesses. You get these out of the jungles, I believe it is, yeah. They give you silky combs, which are really, really cool, but they also, if you stand around them, you will essentially get the equivalent of baby spider poison. It's bad news. So, when you see those going, time to leave. Now, the other nice thing, and one of the reasons I had... This is not how this place usually looks. I wanted you to see the mass of flowers that these bees produce. I had actually been picking them up because they're part of the plan for the building. Although, specifically, these buttercups right here... I want their orange dye. That's going to be very awesome. Although the reds and the yellows, you know what? They're all very nice, very pretty. I'm sure I'll use them. But I'm using this place as kind of I don't want to say a ghetto flower farm, but it's a non-automated flower farm. But it's reasonably effective, although this is a lot of growth. I let this run for a long time to get this many flowers going. But still, very effective. So... Oh yeah, you may all... This platform is just so I can actually observe. I used to have... I didn't have the tropical bees in isolation. I finally just got sick of it and moved them over there. So they're on timeout over there. But this is also a nice, safe place to observe my beautiful bees going to work. So, now that we know... Okay, so she's on another bee episode. Alright. So I went and I have marbled, I have meadows... I have Rocky. Rocky is an interesting one. It only produces one drone and one princess. So I can't really, breed these ones. But they also produce Rocky combs, I think it is. Don't know exactly what that's going to produce for me. I haven't really cycled through a lot. Forest bees are just stupidly productive. They produce 3 kids a shot, I believe it is. So I have tons of them running around. And the other, I've got forest, meadows, and some marbled. So those are going to be my candidates for work today. Now, I moved the centrifuge here, and that's just because for convenience sake. TTH was hard up for some princesses, so I went and since I'd been hunting recently, I had a few spare that I could loan him. So I gave him 3 spare, and he gave me ambrosia and... dripping honeycombs, which he says are really, really good for giving you lots and lots of honey, which is really good if you're trying to do analysis, because apparently they will... Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Come on, baby. Yes, I'm a genius. Genius! So let's see. So a honeydew. I wish I knew what honeydew did. I'm not exactly sure. Huh. Because I don't think that's the same as a honey drop. Or at least it's not what I've been using. So, let's see here. Yeah, I've been using honey drops. I wonder if you can use honeydew in here. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, you get honey drops too. So you get honeydew and honey drops. I don't know what honeydew is used for just yet. I'll figure that out. But I'll let this run for a second because... Well, alright, let's do an analysis here. I have a crap load of... And I haven't analyzed a lot. Oh, I have a common drone. I did not realize I had a common drone. Okay. Now, what you see in these ones, these are all pure. I have not done any sort of hybrids. These are just straight out of the hives. I've just been cycling them through the apiaries. So, they should not have any weird traits to them. I have a modest queen, but I can't use modest ones because you'll notice the T stands for temperature, and the humidity, the H is humidity. She can't tolerate this environment. Same with the wintry. She doesn't have, I believe it's arid that she can't tolerate, and she can't tolerate the temperature here. And mostly it's just I have trouble getting mushrooms to grow here. Meh. This is the one that we had done. This is our only hybrid. And she's mostly a pain because, again, the mushroom thing. Other than that, no big deal. So, I think the first thing we're going to do, since we have queens, although I might say screw you, we have these two queens, and I think they will be an excellent example of the next machine I want to build. I want to build an acclimatizer. So, well, this is just flat out. Okay, so that's going to be the next one. We will leave these guys running because some of these things, it'll just be easier if I go over to the treehouse here. So, we will scamper over this way. And I've done a little bit of prep work. So, we will zoot right in here. Okay, so, first thing, we need an apiarist's machine. So we'll start with the sturdy casing. Yep, there's tin. Okay. Oops, glass. Alright. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops, I think I need... Yeah, I think I need... There we go. So... There's our sturdy casing. We then need redstone. Done. Now here's the other thing. We need... Well, not for this thing. We just need redstone and copper. Okay, I should be able to make this. Let me see it again. Okay, so sturdy casing, redstone, redstone. Ouch, that's a big chunk of my copper gone. Ouch. And this is just an apiarist machine. From what I understand, this doesn't do anything on its own. It's just a component in all of the other beekeeping things. So let's go ditch, ditch, ditch. And now here's where things get interesting. Oops, I probably shouldn't have. Do I have another? I need another workbench. Oh well. So aluminum. This stuff is kind of going to replace tin for me. You can make cans out of it. Aluminum is significantly less valuable to me than tin is, honestly. Now I have tons of lava in here. It should be flowing into the liquid transposer. Does it need power? Nope. Okay. Enabled. Enabled. I'm probably doing something silly. Oops. Maximum power, power usage. No, orange should be output. This should be sending lava out this way. Huh. Give me 1 second, folks. When I figure it out, I'll be right back. Okay, I figured out what was going on. It had, like, this imperceptible amount of, I think it was, like, molten redstone, like, 50, and that's why I just wasn't noticing it. So, yeah, it wasn't that I was doing anything wrong, I just failed to notice it still had something in it. So, now we dump... That's kind of weird. Oh, duh. There we go. Okay. So I'd forgotten to disable that, but huzzah. So now we throw this in here, and we have an acclimatizer. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. So, now the next question is... Darn, I cooked it all up. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, alright, let's... We're gonna go sleep. We're gonna set this machine up, we're gonna go sleep, and then we're going to go gather a few resources, and we're going to hope this thing works the way I think it does. So we'll go to our little flying platform. Try not to look at the Endermans. Darn jerks. Alright. So, zoop. Yes. Oh, no bee. Yeah, I know. I know there's no bee. Okay. So yeah, sorry about that. There was just some oddities with the... So who's our first candidate? Apparently our first candidate is this jerkwad. Oh, hey, you're angry. Screw you. Alright. We'll go with her. Since I've already analyzed her, I know... Well, actually, I don't think I ever showed you guys the analyzer, really, did I? So, let's see here. She is wintry, active, and inactive. She is a pure wintry. Let's see. Icy, temperature tolerance. Yeah, she can only go up 1. So, she tolerates normal humidity, which is what we're at. But she does not tolerate warmer climates very well. Cultivation in warmer climates is a challenge. We're hoping to deal with that challenge with the addition of this. Okay. Now, to do this correctly, I think what I need to do... Wow, I'm just going to steal them from here and put dirt in here, because that's just silliness. So, alright, there we go. I do not know how much it takes. That's going to be the real question mark. So, I think, unfortunately I have some wintries to experiment on here. This might have a chance of getting her to tolerate better, tolerate warmer temperatures. Because she could tolerate as cold as it could go, but I hate snow biomes. I don't go in there anyway. So, we're hoping real hard that she can learn to tolerate warmer stuff. And you put sand in to get them to tolerate warmer, and I think it's, what is it? I think you can put ice, or I think snowballs, maybe? I can't guarantee the snowballs. I could grab some snowballs, so if we need one that can learn to tolerate cooler, which I think actually we do. So while she's going, I'm going to find... Now my modest princess can't tolerate things as cool as it is here. So we are going to, while that's running, I forgot to grab them, so we're going to scamper right back here, and either she will be able to be acclimated with snowballs, or I have an idea if I need to grab ice. So, I think I put them... Yes. Okay. Hopefully that'll be enough. I have no idea. Oh, one less now. Duh. Okay. So, we will scamper back here. And that's all this thing does, is it just tries to get it so that they can learn to tolerate better temperatures. Now, I think, this is really where it comes in. I think if and she did not learn, unfortunately. Screw it. We're gonna move over to her here. Okay, so you can do it with snowballs. That's awesome. So she can tolerate hot, both up and one. So we want her to be able to tolerate normal temperatures. And I think it's like a percentage chance of them learning it. It's kind of a pain, but all right, we'll leave that running. So we have a wintry queen that we're hoping to acclimate, and we have a, I believe, what is it, a modest? Yeah. We're hoping to get them acclimated to being able to live in the meadows. I think that if I acclimate them correctly, all of their children will also tolerate these temperatures. I'm not sure. Now, on the upside, if that's correct, then also the drones they produce will be able to tolerate those temperatures, which means that they'll be good for the crossbreeding. So that's kind of the question mark here. Alright, screw it. We will leave this running. Now, the next thing is I have a lot of... Oh, well, we'll run this, actually. I have a lot of spare drones, as you might be noticing. I mean, this isn't even all of them. I've flat out got a stack of forest ones somewhere. Did I put them in the backpack here? Yeah, I've got 64 forest drones in addition to the others you see running around. So, what do I do with all of those lovely shiny ones? Well, they are considered, I don't want to say junk bees, but they are spare bees. And one of the things you can do is you can essentially break them down and turn them into what's called liquid DNA. Now, that takes a machine onto itself, which you know what, we probably have enough time. I can build that. Once I get all of these guys running once again, and I'm going to automate this very soon, and that's just going to be using pipes. That's essentially, they'll just cycle through. You know what, I'll try and do that on camera, if I can. I don't know if I'll just turn this into an extra long episode, or if I'll do that the episode after this. I don't know. And she still has no tolerance for it. Is sad. It must take a lot to get these guys acclimated. Okay. Alright, so... gene pool. I think this is the machine that does... So we are going to... Well, we're going to see... Alright, actually, we're going to put silky combs in here, because these are one of the interesting ones, and I get those from the tropicals over there. The silky propolis, I believe is how you say it. That's what's really interesting about these combs, and why they're very valuable, and why you want bees producing this, is you want these. We'll see, actually, we'll let it run. We are going to go produce our gene pool. That's... If we produce the acclimatizer and the gene pool, you guys will at least know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm going to be throwing bees in there to get acclimated, and I'm going to be throwing any spare bees I have in there to get the liquid DNA. And that's... Those are big components of what's coming next. So, tanks. Alright, I can make those easily. Hang on. Ha. So it's a good thing I cooked up all that glass. Who knew? 2 tanks, I believe it was. Voot. And a genetic machine, which means... Oy vey. Okay. A genetic machine. Huh. I wonder what a genetic machine itself does. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well, let's start at the beginning here. Oh, I already have it. Ay vey. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops. I don't know that I have enough copper. That's unfortunate. I don't think I do. Okay, oh wait, I have some here. Okay. Tell you folks what. I will be right back when I have gotten up to the interesting build. And we're back. So, I cheated and did a little bit of research on genetic machine. Apparently it's just like an upgraded apiarist machine. It's a component in other machines, which brings us to the gene pool itself. So that is, oops, I need more tanks. Not a big deal. Fortunately, I have a whole... I cheated and used the macerator to grind up more glass. I was just running out and I was tired of having to take it from different areas. So the genetic machine goes in there. Oops, nope, in there. Oh, gold. Gold, I know I have gold. Yep. And I had to use... Yep. I had to make a basic circuit for, I think it was the genetics machine? I don't know. You'd already seen me make those. Oh, I think I did that backwards. So I didn't figure you folks would mind, and behold, a gene pool. Oh yeah. Second fancy machine. So, we will run back over, throw this... sorry, I'm staying here for a second. I want to make sure. I don't think I need anything else, but you know what? We'll probably still have to make a trip over. Oh well. Fortunately, it's not that long of a flight, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, unfortunately, it's daytime, so. Okay, so it's powered. There's no bee. You know what? Well, actually, let's check. That's what I was forgetting. I forgot to grab more snow for this one. I knew there was something, and I was thinking, and I just couldn't get it, so. Oh, this finished. So, I think if we throw this through the ringer again, Silky Wisp. And that's at least one of the things. Wow, that was a crappy haul, truth be told. But we'll throw it in here. It'll be handy later. I think there's a bunch of recipes that's useful for, so no loss there. I think what we're going to do now is I have over a stack of these things, so no huge problem. Yes. Yes. So, okay. That is good times too. So I will now be able to take bees and just throw them into liquid DNA, which is useful for a lot of different things. Oh, sweet, it worked. You see how it says both _2 under temperature? I think that means she only had a both 1. So she'll tolerate up and down 2 now. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, and you know, she's nocturnal. Isn't that interesting? Wow, she's just fussy start to finish. Bah. Alright. Now, yeah, I know a lot of these, I think the only ones, yeah, these guys are just freaking troopers. They will go through anything. They do night, they do wet, they do... Rockies are just crazy sauce that way. So... Well, actually, you know what? That brings us... She'll only tolerate arid. So... I think we can actually... Oh, no, do I run her through this? I think I run her through this. So the question is... Oh, and actually, that brings up an excellent point. I think in order to... Haha, beeswax. It's actually very useful, especially if you're trying to save on stuff like tin. I think, anyway. Oh, bother. What's the rule for making capsules? That's a wax cast. Wax. Wax capsule. Oh, only 3 on the top. Duh. And this should operate exactly the same way that a can does, except it won't hold lava. But you know what? Wax is easily renewable. I get lots of it just from spinning through the honeycombs. Yep. Oops. Oh well. Okay, so now I have 4 water capsules. I think, and this is a big I think, I can run this one through on the water capsules, and we will see if she can be taught to tolerate humidities. Alright, so I'll probably run her through. So, okay. That's an acclimatizer. That's a gene pool to hold the liquid DNA. I think my next step is waiting for this rain to end, and then I'm probably going to try and crossbreed a few bees. So, tell you what, I will be right back once the weather clears up. And we are back. You will note she now tolerates arid up 3, so she should be able to tolerate this. She still only tolerates both directions a couple, but alright, we're gonna hope we don't die horribly. I wanted to do this in the middle of the night because she's nocturnal, so we'll just kill this zombie. Die, zombie. Nobody else around? Okay. I believe, yep, this one is empty. So, first off, we will... I believe she wants cactus as her flower of choice. We can accommodate her there. I even grabbed a couple of... no, go away for now. There we go. Okay. So... oh, bother. I forgot. These can't be right next to anything, can they? Oi, one of them days. Okay. This will hopefully be good enough. And we'll just put one out here. There probably only needs one. I like putting 2 in just for the sake of... well, here. We can plant this flower. It'll look all pretty over here. Aha. So, dump that in there. Dump that in there. And now, cacti. And now, modest, you will work. And behold, that's what you get when you acclimate these things, is... ow, son of a... that. But you also now will get these ones working even in an environment. Like, these ones are supposed to be in desert, very dry, very hot, not in meadows, which is normal and normal. So we have successfully figured out the acclimator. This thing works, and I think all of her kids will have the same temperature tolerances. We can hope. So, we've got the gene pool going. We've got the acclimatizer. We've got the centrifuge. Wow, that's a lot of beeswax. Okay. Well, that's actually a good thing, because the water capsules are what you use to do the temperature tolerances. Okay. You know what? I think that's gonna be it. Next time, I'm gonna go into the crossbreeding spree, and that's just, you'll just see tons and tons of different crossbreeds going, but I'm gonna hold off, because I think that's going to be, sadly, I think that's gonna be an episode onto itself, let alone, I don't know if we'll get into using liquid DNA or not. I'll probably make sure this thing's full up in case I decide to, but that's it. We have figured out how to acclimate bees that would not normally. I will go through and get this wintry princess. She will start tolerating warmer temperatures in short order, I can assure you. And I might make sure that all of the other ones I want to crossbreed are ready to go. We'll see how it goes. But I will hold off on tinkering on anything else without you guys. I will just use the machines I have here. So for now, that's it. This is the Gaming Gryphon, signing off. Okay, I'm back as an amendum so you guys don't yell at me. I figured out it's not sand that does the temperature, it's lava. So I put a lava bucket in and suddenly she can tolerate up 1. So don't yell at me, don't yell at me. Sand makes it so she can tolerate humidity down 1. So if you only have somebody who can tolerate a real humid environment, you use sand. Don't yell at me, don't yell at me. I got them mixed up, I fixed it, I figured it out. So she can now tolerate up 1. So I'll just throw more lava at her. Don't kill me, please don't kill me. So, anyway, now, signing off for real now. Bye.